Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Now this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I don't like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Trask to throw it. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old, and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's going from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
Now it's a bootleg with Trask.
He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Trask now off the play fake. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Trask now.
Complete. It's Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. After the sack on first down, Trask. Open man right side is St. Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time he is in. Yes. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Ryan.
They'll drop this one off with ETN.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake, Trask. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing.
And it'll be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Chicago. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. The 40. Past the 20. Woo! And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
McManus now for the extra point. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action now. Ryan. He's going deep for Brown.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Trask.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Trask. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A toss left, Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away, this open, that's a good start for him.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Trask, 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Robert Tonyan,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going deep for Brown. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson. Not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. Then the Bears get a bit closer.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trask. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Trask.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Throwing, Trask. And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's a 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the 39,
Trask.
throwing the out route and complete. It's Miller. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
And going back to the air with Trask.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
70 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Derrick Henry. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Bears are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. So if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
To throw is Trask.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now back to throw.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun. Here's Trask. This will go to Henry out wide.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second down and goal. Trask. Flush to his right. And in for the Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
eluding the pressure right.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Ryan on 1st down.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Lions, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.